I hope you have visited us on ventureenglish.com. We have a new course there on email writing. It's a 5-week course for intermediate and advanced learners, which can help both your writing and talking about writing. I think you will find it a little different from most English courses online. Different, and I think a little better. I hope you can try it. Sign up on the website for information about future courses and other information about us. And don't forget to leave a question I can answer on 3-Minute English. And now, here's that episode from Season 1. In a recent meeting, several coworkers were expressing their ideas and opinions about a new product. I listened very closely, but everyone else was talking so fast I couldn't add my opinion. For a long time, I didn't say anything. Finally, a coworker looked at me and said, "Paul, how do you think?" I'm Paul Preston. From Venture English, this is 3-Minute English, a podcast in English, about English, for English learners. Did you notice any problem with what my coworker said? What about that phrase, "How do you think?" You may already know that the correct sentence is, "What do you think?" This situation shows how easy it is to confuse what and how. So, how do you know which one to use? Well, to be honest, sometimes you just have to memorize the phrases. Of course, the words what and how are both question starters, and they do have different meanings. Questions starting with what usually are answered with a thing or idea. For example, what is for dinner? Pasta. Or, what is your name? Paul. Questions beginning with how are usually answered with identifying a way or method or manner of doing something. How does this machine work? Well, first turn it on, then push start. Or, how did you get here? I took the train. Well, that may be simple enough, but as you already know, English doesn't always follow the rules. The question, "What do you think?" is correct because the question is asking for an idea, not a way, method, or manner. What do you think about the product? I think it is very useful and stylish. You see, the answer is an idea, my opinion about the product. But we also often ask the question, how do you feel? As in, how do you feel about the plan? Yeah. How do you feel is actually not asking for a way, method, or manner of feeling. No, it is asking for an idea. So, according to the rules, it should be, what do you feel? But unfortunately, how do you feel is an example of an exception you'll just have to memorize. So what about this question? How do you think we should launch the product? Is it correct? Yes, it is. Why? Well, how do you think we should launch the product is asking for an opinion, but not a general opinion or idea. This time, the question asks for a specific type of an idea, the way or manner we should launch the product. Since how is used to talk about manner or method or way, it is appropriate in this question. So, A good general rule when deciding whether to use how or what is to decide whether the answer is a concrete thing or idea, or is it a way, method, or manner? So that reminds me of another common mistake. With our guideline in mind, decide which of these sentences is correct. What should I call you? Or, how should I call you? Well, the answer I'm looking for is a concrete thing, a name or title. I don't want to know the way I should call you. What should I call you should be answered with a name or title. How should I call you would be answered by telephone or by screaming really loud. Hey! So, when deciding to use what or how, remember the guideline. Use what to find out concrete things or ideas, and how to find out ways, methods, or manners of experience. But don't forget the exception. How do you feel? Your English is going to sound better. If you have any questions I can answer on 3-Minute English, please go to our comments and questions page at ventureenglish.com and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. Thanks for listening. I'm Paul Preston. This has been 3-Minute English.